There are thousands of ways to discover a city. If a foodie used 13 two-hour periods in a day to discover Shanghai, what would it taste like? Forgive us, our way of discovering it is a bit biased. This is a group who are a bit old and like the taste of their childhood. We're waiting for the first rays of sunlight and the first snack window to open on the busiest old street. It's not that you can see the sunrise every day, but it doesn't matter, because for these foodies, their sunrise is the day's fresh, golden rice balls. As for your question, 13 two-hour periods in a day? Wait till the end. Early in the morning, at the entrance to Deda Restaurant on West Nanjing Road, people are already waiting. The doors open around 7:30. You may not know this, but this Western restaurant is more than a century old, and for at least half of that time, it's also been a cafe in the morning. The guests here have been regulars for years and call each other coffee buddies.
My name is Shen Pingyuan. For as long as I've been in Shanghai, I'm always here every morning to drink coffee. Deda used to be in the Central Mall on the corner of Sichuan and Nanjing Road, and later on we went to High. There used to be many cafes, but now they're mostly closed.
They still use siphon pot brewing here, as they have for decades, affectionately known by regulars as small pot coffee. Look at this movement. Only a master can get the amount, the consistency, and the heat just right. The fresh coffee has a transparent texture and a mellow flavor. It used to be said you could smell the coffee brewing across the street. Handmade coffee brews slowly, but the regulars aren't in a hurry. They pass the time reading the paper, chatting, or eating breakfast. Don't doubt your eyes. You're right, what everyone's drinking now is not coffee, but it's tea. The regulars here, they've brought their own stuff. They are at ease and self-sufficient. They drink their tea with breakfast. They take their pills with it. They gossip over a cup, or they sit and sip and watch the cat.
In the old days, at the tea house or other coffee shops, you drank coffee and brought a cup of tea to drink. But today, at those places like Starbucks, it's impossible, right?
What do you think the retirees do at home all day? Half a day can be killed in the morning here.
After 8 o'clock, once it's crowded, you can start to understand the old Shanghai coffee scene. It's definitely not the lonely romance of Wong Kar-wai's movies. Instead, it's loud and bubbling. There are 13 tables, a ring of friends around each discussing various topics, such as social issues, travel, food and drinks, or arts and crafts. Looking closely at these seniors, they're not the elderly that you might expect. They're people with their own stories.
My grandfather used to work for Mobile Oil, and he was a comprador, so we were pretty well off.
I was in the garment business, so I dressed quite fashionably back then. Very differently. I don't know why, but I didn't like tea. I liked to drop into the shop and buy a pack of coffee, the square ones. The square ones coated with sugar. You drop it into a cup, stir it up, and there you go.
Here, fragrant cups of coffee are served. The regulars don't even need to order. The waiters have known them for years and they know their orders. Carnation evaporated milk provides the perfect panache. It's better than the fancy coffee you get elsewhere.
We just like evaporated milk.
Coffee needs heat and time to brew, and Deda's coffee buddies have passed the test of time. No need to talk a big game. They can spot a braggart from a mile away. Everyone knows how it is. The coffee buddies have been into coffee for 3 or 4 decades. They are people who didn't follow the social conventions of the old days. They are people who know how to enjoy life. When you look in their eyes, you can see they have stories to tell. And though times have changed and new stories are emerging, these coffee buddies are not bothered by it because they're familiar with their lifestyle.
Before there was a bunch older than me. They drank here till they died. I'll be gone too. I'm 81 now. Once I'm gone, the younger generation will take over. That's what this cafe is all about.